Hello, welcome, what's good everybody? Tone here, and I am excited to be playing some more Slice and Dice with you all today. And this episode is going to be the final of our current series, as we were on level 19 out of 20 in our current unfair run. Things are getting difficult, and there are only 2 floors left. Our unfair curses are Monster Pristine. All monsters do double, it's not just damage, double all pips until they are damaged. Second single use, the second die face we use every turn is single use, it is removed. And start damaged. All of our heroes start with 2 out of every 4 hit points missing. Sort of like, it's about 50% health. A little bit of generous rounding there. Oh, we have an item decision. I meant to look at my inventory. Pretend you didn't see that, as we will take a quick look at our inventory here. And our squad. And as you guys peruse this, I would like to remind you all that if you would like to support this channel and my other projects, you can do so over at patreon.com/tonehack. Lots of fun stuff going on there, and in my here and with my other projects. So I appreciate you all taking a look at that if you'd like to show some additional support. But yeah, we have 1 tier 2 remaining, the juggler. It's been pretty nice overall for us, and I have them juggling a couple of knives here along with their other daggers with the knife bag. We have the leader. I have generating a little extra mana there. The granite, using our first like true AoE with the burning halo here. 1 damage to all enemies whenever you save a hero. They also get +1 to incoming shields with the Iron Pendant, which works decently with them in this. We have the Surgeon, who's been a bit of a hard carry here, with the Tooth Necklace, which adds Cruel to the left 2 sides, which combos really well with actually start damaged. Oops. Because some of our squad here is starting with at half health, and that makes these mana gain sides, heal sides, double, which is pretty awesome. They're heal 4, mana gain 4, incredible side. What we can use it there. The problem is we've gotten so good at surviving some of these floors is that like turn 2, I don't have anyone at less than half health to benefit from this. And we also give them the anvil, so sometimes on this middle side has steel now, so they get a bonus equal with their shields. Sometimes we get to like really pop off when we roll that middle side like that. You got the Chronos. I mostly took them for slow here because I was looking for more AoE, and I thought this weakened side was pretty good to have. And we're generating a lot of mana between these cruel sides, this mana side on the leader, so we can cast this a lot more often than I feel like I normally can when I have Chronos. And also these use side again sides, I guess I'm mostly using them on the Surgeon now. They're not very good on the Juggler. The Surgeon's pretty cool because we can roll for these and they don't have any X's, so I can roll pretty aggressively for these, which I like. But we get to choose an item going to floor 19 now. We have the Eye of Horus. +1 to all sides. That's really good on the Juggler. It would be good on the Surgeon. I wonder if it's better than having the Anvil. All the Surgeon sides do 2 things, so getting +1 is like extra value, which I like. That's good on the Chronos. It makes this cantrip side give extra rerolls. 2 pips, which if we run into the hand, that gives us a 3 pip reroll side, which could combo really well with the Juggler potentially. It's something to keep an eye on. Charged hammer. Replace the left side with 10 damage, heavy, and charged. This is actually insane with how much mana we've been generating. We frequently had 8+ per turn. I don't know who we give that to. Maybe the juggler, because that's juggler someone we could aggressively reroll with. And this is 10 anyways. Heavy, I don't really mind when you're doing 10+ damage. I've never seen this before. We have some really good uses for the Eye of Horus between Juggler, Chronos, Surgeon, like some really good uses. But this feels pretty insane with her build, so I'm gonna take that. I think I will put it in the Juggler. I don't mind them not rolling their 2 damage cantrip if they're going to be doing 10. And we have, that helps kill zombies. Because anything over 4 damage kills them, but also anything over 10 damage kills them. What setup do we want here? I'll leave that on the Juggler. We're pretty cool with our sides right now. This floor doesn't look too bad to me. I feel like I've probably lost to it. Any floor with multiple trolls is pretty nasty, but I think our squad is built pretty well to deal with this. Especially now because we can do 4 damage to these zombies. You know what's interesting is we actually didn't have to deal with many backline enemies this run, which was a big concern of mine because of Monster Pristine, and I'd been looking for ways to attack backlines, AoE, and such for a while, and we didn't actually need it as much as we could have, which I guess is a little fortunate. I mean, we did have to deal with like the Lich. We had that one sniper that was just doing 10 damage a turn to like whoever it wanted to. We've had a few instances, but not as bad as it could have been. And I don't think any level 20 floors have a lot of backlines to deal with. Let's jump into this floor. For some reason, I don't know if I'm overestimating here, but I feel like this floor will not be too bad. Okay, I'll take the hammer. Dude, I get a reuse on that hammer? Hell yeah. I'll take this because this will proc our Burning Halo, which will do a lot of damage to everyone. If we reroll this and this. Okay, that's going to be insane. Well, I need mana to really make this pop off. I think rerolling the Chronos for mana is actually... They don't have that much. The thing is, if I get 2 mana and I burst this, this side becomes 4. Because of the steel, and then when I heal the granite with it, it gives me 8 mana back. This lets me get 6 because I can only proc Cruel once if I use this. But I'm going to use it on the Juggler. Oh yeah, we have the Juggler. Of course we keep this. Maybe you'll roll mana, or you'll roll that. Okay, we're just going to smash everything with our Juggler's hammers. This dude's used to using all of his damage sides multiple times per turn, and this is no exception. Well, I think the first thing we do is we play Granite on someone. Probably you procs it the most. I'd only procced it twice. That procs it 3 times. I'm just going to do trial and error here. So I can do 3 damage by playing this on the Surgeon or Juggler. And that's because using this on anyone saves them for the Burning Halo. Because this redirects their damage to us, so they're no longer getting killed. That does damage to everyone, which reduces their Pristine bonus, which is double damage. And then that saves people and does even more damage here. That's what's going on with that. Who do I want to use that on then? It's going to be one of these two so we can maximize the damage. I don't think it matters. So let's just do that. Oh, I'm going to use this second though. Let's do this first. So I'm gonna let that get deleted. Oh, it did 4 this time. Because now I saved the granite as well. Even better. I should have considered that. So this does 14 damage now. Which kills anything. I can use it 3 times. Who was like doing the least here? Probably this dude. I think we just use this hammer 3 times. It's hammer time. Let's go. We have a target for... I don't even know why I'm thinking this hard, because this guy's just going to get wrecked this turn. But I was like, yeah, we got a target to get double cruel pips on the surgeon. Alright, that's already very lethal. Sweet. Alright, we did not run into the hand again. We have the dragon. Oh, this is with pristine. I was like, wow, the dragon's nastier than I remember. Oh my gosh, we have the roulette or the ludus. I can take the roulette and cover this side with the hammer, which is pretty sick, I think. Oops. I feel like that's going to be hard to pass up, just taking the roulette here. I don't think we keep the juggler. Not with the second side single use. I think the roulette becomes a lot better. We get a big 5 damage side. We do get rid of this, even though we have operate. I'd rather use that mana for other stuff. If we roll this first turn before damaging the Caw with cantrip, then we can kill this archer. Although I think we'll probably be fishing for the big hammer every time. Yeah, I like roulette a lot better than the ludus here, and they have more health. Yeah, let's take a roulette. The roulette is feeling good. Honestly, this isn't that much damage on this side as normally. It will be when we generate some mana, though. I think this bag is going to nobody. You have 9 health normally. Yeah, that doesn't do much. I think we keep the leader how this is. I really love how the leader has this +4 mana and how the chainmail is really countering the fairy pact. They normally have a lot of health. They don't have a ton of health normally. They're not missing that much. Actually, they have more health with these 2 items than they do base because of the breakpoint for start damage. Not more max health, but more starting health. I think we keep this granite set like this. Cruel was kind of nuts on the roulette, but we're not going to do that here. This side's boring. Anvil doesn't do much getting them steel. I'll keep this here. Okay. We are ready for the dragon. Let's see what happens here. The dragon has some nasty sides. And like this poison side's one of the reasons I wanted to see slow here. Okay, Chronos. Kind of like the mana. What happens if I don't roll mana on the surgeon? Leader dies. I guess there's not much harm in rerolling the Chronos because this side's better, the rerolls are good. Okay, I'm gonna reroll you. 2 mana isn't something we care that deeply about. Okay, I am liking these. I'll take this to make sure that Archer dies. Actually, this probably kills the Archer. Reduces 7 and 2 when it procs. Yeah, this does kill the Archer. I think with the roulette, I'm looking for the hammer, even the 5 damage side. Okay, we didn't hit our best side on the surgeon, and actually we probably use this. Try and save someone here. And then I think I just use this first. We do more damage by playing this. I want to keep the surgeon alive. Oh, that actually didn't kill them. I think it does if I do this. Oh, because the surgeon's just dying to the dragon no matter what. Well, the surgeon's dying to the dragon currently, and they already don't have pristine, so I'm actually not getting a big proc off of the granite there. In which case... So is the leader gonna die no matter what? And I'm not getting mana. I need to save the surgeon really badly here. Do that. I don't even have anything worth using these sides on. Maybe I should have re-rolled them. Then the leader dies. Should I just sacrifice the granite this turn? I think the leader's better than the granite. No. The granite's ability to redirect onto himself. Well, the thing is, this guy's dying next turn anyways. And the most he could do is save someone else, so he may as well do it now. I guess the most he can do, though, is save the... Oh, but then the COD isn't... oh, we don't care if the COD dies, though. Okay, this kind of works. And we did get a few more damage in from this saving more people.
Is everybody in the groove? Well, stick around. We're just warming up, baby.
Interesting. Yeah, I'll just sacrifice the granite here. That poison was a rough draw on a turn where I didn't roll slow. And one of the main things I wanted was slow to counter that. Why did... Oh, this... I rolled 2 cantrips. Oh, I'm glad I did not try to play into getting lots of rerolls with the Chronos. Because second single use does not let you do that. I think I take these because I have some really good sides that these guys can roll. At the very least, that means I can save everyone this turn with this double use. Probably just take that. Ooh, I am rolling extremely poorly. Depending on how I roll next turn, we can just lose, which I don't like. Okay. We finally got some rolls. And you know what's interesting is last turn I didn't have anyone below half health. But this turn this can really pop off. Okay, these are the only 2 dice I needed to win. I think this pair or this pair alone wins. Like, we could have done either. So to get both is kind of sweet. Because I can do this. Okay, that doesn't alone kill. But it did let me play slow and mean that he does nothing this turn, which is cool. But yeah, this is just a big hammer too. We had a lot of outs that turn. I guess it would have been like pretty hard for me to roll that poorly 3 turns in a row. I couldn't actually kill them that turn. But what we just did there could have easily happened on turn 1 too. But hey, I knew we could get there eventually, and even though that was a little sloppier than I thought it might be, it is good to see that we were able to pull that off. Good stuff. That was a really fun run. It's not too often, I feel, that I build around one superhero. I didn't mean to say that like superhero, but these are heroes, and I was just going to say like a super side or something. But yeah, we built around a superhero that time. It just made the synergies that worked largely because of our curses and then our items just kind of made this really work. And I don't even like the surgeon that much normally. But that worked really well that time. This was pretty sweet on the second to last floor. The charged hammer, just smacking everything 3 times in a turn. Yeah, we had the double reuse heroes. It's pretty interesting. Wow. I think leader is pretty bad normally, and I think Kronos is pretty... I don't call any of the heroes bad. I think these are like kind of mediocre. They're people I really don't want to see most of the time. I think the Surgeon is like completely average, probably. So pretty interesting to see like this party be pretty dominant. I was thinking about something earlier. I don't remember if it was in context of this run or something I saw on the Discord or what. But like Slice and Dice 2.0. Here, we'll close this run up. That's a 3 streak again too, which is pretty. This is like the 3rd or 4th time I've had a 3 streak, but I haven't gotten above that. Or whatever, last 5 too. But let's see. They added a bunch of heroes to this game. I don't remember how many each color in each tier had before, but it wasn't 8. So what I like about that is I never play this game currently by saying like, and there's like a million items now too that there weren't before. There's so many items in each tier. And I think that really makes the game interesting because you don't really play this game saying like, oh, I want to look for this item or I want to look for this hero. You can do it to a lesser extent with heroes, but it really puts you in a tough spot if you're like, I have an amazing squad, but I need to get the Warlock. And sometimes it'll fall in your lap. Sometimes you'll have to, you'll be offered like 2 or 3 blues. And like in a row, and they won't be Warlock, and you'll be faced with either taking the blue you didn't really want because you were really fixated on the other one, or taking whatever other color you were offered, which is a lot worse than just evaluating the 2 options you're offered just at like a fundamental level and like picking whichever one works best for your party now and to win the game. And I think adding more heroes and items like really did that, so you can't look ahead and be like, I want to try and get this one. Because there's so many permutations and options that you won't see everything in a single game. There's a lot of heroes that I haven't seen, like... Did I swear? Oh, it's a tier 2. I don't think I've seen Spellblade offered more than once in like the entire time I've been playing 2.0, which has been a lot of games. Like 20 to 30 games at least. Which is kind of crazy. So you definitely can't bank on seeing like any specific heroes because you might not see them for like a long time sometimes. And I think that's, I like that a lot. And that's, a lot of that is because enough choices were added that you only get offered randomly each run. that it like kind of passed a threshold where like if you only had a few of these, you'd see them all the time, but now you don't. Like, it's more likely that you don't see a hero than you do see one, which I don't think was the case in 1.0. And that means every time we see a decision, we just have to make it based on like what our party looks like. You still plan ahead and decide on like make decisions based on what you might see. And sometimes you do say, well, I still have like these heroes left in this color, and this item works really well with them, and the other item kind of sucks, so maybe that will steer my decision. But it's way less of a factor than it used to be, because I think people used to like really fish for certain items and certain heroes just to like force synergies into work, and it was like fairly reliable. But this game I feel like is a lot more interesting when you are making decisions like on the fly just based on what's offered to you, and like everything is viable in certain cases, which I think is like really the big thing, is that pretty much everything will pick at certain times. And for us this round, that meant we picked, wow, I've taken the Chronos 100% of the time since I reset my stats. That's actually hilarious. But like I was gonna say, sometimes it means you pick Chronos even though they might be kind of weak, or Surgeon even if I think they're, yeah, I'm picking the Surgeon a lot too. It'll be interesting how my stats shake out. There's a lot of variance in these because I only have 5 games on record so far. It might mean that I take the Mimic, even though I don't think they're that great compared to the other guys right now. I took the Mimic my first 2.0 run, and they were pretty solid, and I had a lot of fun with them. I just don't think these two sides, I don't think any of these 3 sides are like that amazing. They're like all perfectly like fine, but I don't think they're that amazing. Anyways, I don't know what I'm rambling on about anymore. That was a good run. Had a lot of fun. Every permutation of curses and heroes and items I'm given is like a fully fresh and unique experience to me as I'm playing this game. And since like 2.0 came out, and that's just been like a lot of fun to do. It just like tickles like the decision centers in my brain in the way that I want games to. It puts a decision forth to you, and we make that decision, and it's a blast every time because there usually aren't obvious decisions, and the decisions we make often surprise us. And I think a lot of that comes from playing out unfair as well, because these curses add a lot of variety to your runs. Cool stuff. Well, I will leave that here. Another fantastic run of Slice and Dice. We'll continue playing these. And yeah, I'll leave that here for now. If you guys want to see any more of my stuff, there are links in the description below, including some Slice and Dice probability tables, my Patreon if you want to support the channel, and my other projects. You can find links to the Discord, where there's a great community. A lot of people there are playing Slice and Dice and other roguelikes and other games, and a lot of Dwarf Fortress in there right now because that game just came out. A lot of fun stuff in there in general. But I'll leave this here for now. Thank you all so much for hanging out, and maybe we can get another win next time. See how our next run goes. Take it easy, everyone. See y'all later. Adios.